With Black Widow out now in theaters and on Disney Plus. Gotta pay $30 though.
Dollar bills, y'all.
It's time to rank all 7 of the Black Widow characters from worst to best, so let's get started. Welcome to my channel. My name is Justin. Here we focus on your favorite content from streaming services and theaters. If you guys love to watch movies and shows like I do, you guys are in the right spot. After several delays, Black Widow is now out in theaters and on Disney Plus, and I checked it out. I really did like it. You can check out my review somewhere up here. I don't know which side it is, but you can check it up there. Some characters I really did enjoy. Some characters really surprised me. Some characters were really disappointing. Leave your list down below. Who is your favorite character and who is your least favorite character? Coming in at number 7 is Rick Mason. Rick Mason is an ally from Natasha's days with S.H.I.E.L.D. He only appears a couple times in the film, really to only provide her with things. He's able to find things and she can trust him and rely on him for helping her throughout the film, but it's only a couple times. Really don't know much about the character. He assists her in many different ways, and I think the character is intriguing enough to kind of learn more about, but he's just there in the film and really doesn't provide much. Coming in at number 6 is Taskmaster. This really hurts me to put Taskmaster at the bottom of the list. I do think that Taskmaster is a really intriguing villain that is able to mimic other superheroes' moves. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain America, Black Widow, and we see that in the film as when Taskmaster is fighting off against the Red Guardian, mimicking his moves but in their own style, and it's really cool. But the villainous plot in here is not centered around Taskmaster. Taskmaster is there just to really prevent things from happening. I don't think Taskmaster really has a compelling story. There's some really sleek action with Taskmaster, and the design looks really cool, but when it's revealed who Taskmaster is, I just didn't find it to be thrilling or impactful, and that sucks because there's a chance for a really good story in here, but the emotional beats for Taskmaster just do not hit, and at the end of it is just a really forgettable villain in the MCU. Coming at number 5 is Grakov. General Grakov is the head of the Red Room, and we really don't get to see him, played by Ray Winstone, at the end of the film, but he's talked about a lot throughout the film, which makes the character really intimidating even before you meet him. And he's very clever at what he does. Without having Grakov a lot in the film, the discussions around him and how a lot of people fear him makes this character really interesting to learn about and hear about. Once we do get him in the film, he's really ruthless, and we do see a lot of those clever tricks from him play out within the film. He's affected a lot of people's lives in the film, from Natasha to Jelena. Everybody that he's affected, everybody wants him dead, and so you understand why he is such a big villain within this film and why he needs to be taken down. Coming in at number 4 is Molina. Molina is played by Rachel Weisz, a seasoned spy trained in the Red Room and a mother figure to Romanov, and she is one of the Red Room's leading scientists. She really does feel like a mother figure. In the beginning of the film, when we have Yelena and Natasha younger, and Yelena hurts herself while they're playing, she's there to help her out and be motherly to Jelena. She's able to kind of calm situations down, talk to people, and also make sure that they're not slouching. Molina is able to deliver, some funny moments throughout. She's really good as a Black Widow in the Red Room. She's fierce, she's confident, and we see that a lot within the film. Coming in at number 3 is Black Widow. This film is focused on Black Widow. It's titled Black Widow. I just don't feel like it's all about Black Widow, and I feel like at times she's just kind of there in the background because of the strong performances from everybody else and the kind of focus on Jelena and passing the baton to her for further MCU projects. But I do think that Scarlett Johansson gives a really good performance as Natasha. It's a chance for us to explore certain moments that we've learned about throughout the MCU movies and kind of chance to wrap up her story. It doesn't make the end game sequences with her death any different. It doesn't diminish it or ruin it. It's just kind of one-off story. So we always see that determination from her. The great fight sequences. She's good at everything she does, and she's progressed a lot throughout the years. But I like seeing the more personal side to the character in here, and learning about her past and kind of accepting things as well. Coming in second place is Alexei. Alexei is played by David Harbour, also known as the Red Guardian. He loves being a superhero. This is like a counterpart to Captain America. He also loves his family. Even though they've been separated for years and they fight, he still feels like a family man. I think this character reminds me a lot of Mr. Incredible. He tries to break the ice and tries to diffuse certain intense moments and confrontation with jokes. And I think that's kind of a realistic way to portray this father, someone who's obsessed with being a superhero. But I love that high energy that David Harbour provides for the character. A lot of that humor, while also trying to be personable and accepting things and learning a lot throughout the way. So the character definitely is growing, but it still maintains a lot of that fun energy. But coming in first place, my favorite character in the Black Widow film is Yelena, played by Florence Pugh. What I absolutely loved about this character, not only is she hilarious, not only is she strong, she hasn't really had a chance to live on her own or just be a person, because she's been in the Red Room for so long. She hasn't had a chance to buy her own clothes. So at times you feel like she's somewhat of a child still. She's very good at what she does, but also she is learning a lot about what it takes to just be a person. So Florence Pugh is able to kind of deliver that really innocent performance while also being very strong and focused and confident, and that balance is really good. And I'm excited to see her in Hawkeye and eventually further down the road in more MCU projects. So there you guys have it, all 7 of the Black Widow characters ranked worst to best. Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.